Test, test, test. Let me know how we sounding. Let me know how we sounding. All right, cool, 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 cool. All right, about to send this link out. Then we'll go ahead and get started, y'all. What's going on, y'all? Those joining the stream, we have not entered this trade yet. This is just a trade idea. We're going to be waiting for this 5 minute, the next 15 minutes to pop up. We're looking at US30 YM here. So if US30 can maintain 49,500 as support, we're going to be looking for buyers going to the upside. Now, those that watch the Sunday chart analysis, gold already did a nice push off from this level I was talking about during the Sunday chart analysis. Give me 1 second. I got to find a whole nother playlist, man, because this one was supposed to have no ads. We had no ads for like a week, and now we got ads again. So we're gonna have to find another playlist. But I'll figure that out later on. But yeah, so gold already started to push off, so we're gonna let gold do its thing right here. So we're either gonna look for price to retest 46.12, or if we can BCR maintain 45.76 as resistance, we could look for sales going down to 45.40. So we got a few sets we're looking at right here. GU's also just tapped this level here, so we're gonna look to see what this next 15 looks like. So we got a few setups we're looking at right here. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. Want to look at any charts, drop in the chat. But you already know the drill. We're just chilling, patiently waiting. What's going on, V? What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Alright, let's see if we can hold this level of support right here. Dropped some videos for y'all last week. Make sure to catch it to those if y'all have not already. Got some new videos lined up for y'all this week as well. Make sure to check out the playlist while we're chilling right here. Let's see if we can hold this level. We have not entered this trade yet. We're looking really quick. And then let me just show you what US30. So another reason what US30 is, it's a little too high, right? Broke this level, so we want to see a retest. Now, this will still be a decent, well, it's not even really a decent RR yet. So we're going to wait for a retest on US30. So we're just going to pay attention to G right here. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well. Y'all see on your screen, scrolling at the bottom, Instagram playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Got some new videos lined up for y'all today. So we're waiting to see if we're going to be able to maintain this level of support. We do have a GBP holiday today. And a JPY holiday.
Planning for your family's future? Put it in the right.
Yeah, I'm going to have to find a new playlist because these ads, there's too much going on. We didn't have ads on this playlist last week, but we got a bunch of shit going on. So I'm going to have to find another one. So I might have to just look for one right now because pay attention to how prices reacting to this level though. Alright, so let me find another playlist. Because YouTube playing games. And if rejections over, we're simply not going to go for a buy here.
Zertech presents Zertalk.
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? I'm trying to find some new music because this was the music I was playing last week, but it's got a shit ton of ads now all of a sudden. They're like, oh, PMW's using this now? let's throw some ads on this motherfucker. So I'm trying to find a new background music. That's what we're doing right now. But we're still also looking at this GU setup. GU did push back up and hold us up by support, so I do like this right here. So we might hop in this setup right here. Yeah, I like those. We're gonna hop in this. Yeah, so we're in this right now. Alright, y'all. So if y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. We're also looking at US30 YM for buys, but we haven't got that retest, so we're just gonna let it do its thing. And then if y'all watched the Sunday chart analysis last night, gold ended up doing a nice push from the level I was talking about. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to find a new background music, y'all. Give me 1 second. Make sure to like the live as well, y'all. Subscribe if you have not already. We just hit 5,400 subscribers. Let's get to 5,500. Let's get to 5,500, y'all. So I think I found... I might have found one, so we're going to test this one out. We're going to test this one out, y'all. I'm going to test that one out. I'm going to look harder for some other shit later on today, though, but that's just for some right now stuff. Now, let me get this audio right. Let me know what the hell this shit got. Alright, I did not want to hear motherfuckers. Alright, cool. I'm gonna find something, but this is just for right now, y'all. Let me know if the music's too loud or if it's good, y'all. Let me know if the audio sounds good. But this is just for right now. I have to find something else later. Nah, I don't. This cannot be copyright free. We're getting fucked up right now, y'all. And we're getting trolled. I'm talking about my first, like 2 weeks ago, what you call it? The whole thing got taken down. The one I was using for like 6 months straight. So we're just gonna put this one right here. Yeah, shit happens though. That's life. Alright. And then there's a fucking ad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're gonna have to find something. We're gonna have to find something later. But we're just gonna thug it off for right now. We're just gonna thug it out for right now. Alright, what's going on, Rochelle? You said, what broker do you use to trade these pairs? So if you're brand new, make sure you have a demo account. Do not start off with a live account, even though sometimes they'll push you to do it. But if you Google these brokers and they say open up a demo account on Google, you'll be able to open up a demo account. Alright, so make sure to open up a demo account first. But as far as what I use, let me put them on here. So I trade funded and live accounts, but as far as live accounts go, for futures, I always recommend TraderVate. Would help I could type, right? I recommend TraderVate. And then for Forex, Tasty FX. Now, it also depends on where you're at. Like, if you're in America, these will work good. If you're not in America, they might not. It just depends where you're at as well. But I trade funded and live accounts. So you want to know how to scale your live account without over leveraging, or how to pass a funded account, go to the day trading tips playlist. I got videos going over that in the day trading tips playlist. So we barely missed TP1 on GU. We're still chilling at this level here. Like always, we're going to hold to SR TP gets hit. And again, we did not take this US30 setup because it did not retest. It closed above here. So even if we was to go for a buy setup here, the RR is drastically smaller, right? And I like to go for at least a 1 to 2 RR. So just sticking to the rules. You're not going to catch every setup. This is rejecting though, but we're still going to hold to SR TP gets hit. Don't tell me. Okay, I thought I was about to get another ad. I was like, don't tell me about to get another ad, y'all. Gold did a nice move as well, but we just have to wait for gold. This took off last night while I was asleep, so we're either gonna wait for price to retest 46.14, or if we can BCR maintain 45.76 as resistance, we can look for sales going to 45.40. So out of curiosity, I want to look and see what the euro pairs are looking like. So and the thing with GU, let's pull up GU. So this is what's going on with GU as well. So let's go ahead and pull it up. All right. So we need to maintain this level of support here for the uptrend to continue. So right now we're kind of struggling like we was before. When we had this uptrend, price struggled to break past this point, and we look to the left. This is a level where price has struggled multiple times in the past to break past, right? This was May last year, failed to hold this level of support, rejected, failed again in September, rejected. This was January, failed to hold, rejected, right? So we've been rejecting this level for a little bit. So unless we can break past this point, we can also see all the way in 2022, same situation, right? Now that doesn't mean we go for sales because we're still in an uptrend, so we're still going to go for buys, but that's why price has been kind of struggling for the past few weeks and really the past few months each time price hit this level to continue pushing up. But we're still bullish though, so we're still looking for buys, so we just need some volume to push to break through that level. So let me look and see what the euro pairs look like out of curiosity. Just curious. Yeah, euro looks even worse. So yeah, we're not going to trade that one. If y'all got any questions, drop them in the chat. Want me to look into your charts, drop them in the chat. But you already know, yeah, oh my goodness, yeah. Yeah, we're not touching GJ or EJ anytime soon. Let's see what this next 15 looks like. No problem, no problem. So let me try to find some background music because we need that copyright-free background music. Yeah, we're rejecting. This is what it is. We're still gonna hold to SLRTP gets hit. Alright, I found a few backups, so this one acts up. I got a few backups just in case. So this is what G is looking like right here, y'all. Gold's chilling like this. About to see if we can get a retest right here on US30. How do I go about establishing lines on my charts? I go over that in Playmaker University with the members and students. It's a little bit complicated, but I have to explain it multiple times. So if I do it really quick in this live stream, you're gonna be confused as hell because it's based on market structure. So you don't fully understand market structure. You're not gonna know what levels to mark off and what levels not to mark off. Because like I talk about all the time, there's support resistance levels all over the place. That's why we treat these as support resistance levels because they are support resistance levels, but it's not just me simply marking off support resistance levels. Alright, cool, just make sure this one out. Speaking of which, make sure to hit that first link in the description. Y'all join the free signal, free Telegram. You see on your screen how we did last month and last quarter. Go ahead and hit that first link and check it out for yourself. So last month we wrapped it up. 28 wins, 4 losses, gives 88% win rate, catches 79,047 pips. Click right here is going to take you to the beginning of the month, so y'all can scroll down and see all that stuff yourselves. We're just picking up where we left off from the month prior. 19-3 gives 86% win rate. And then if you scroll to not March 1st, probably down. Let me see. I found it earlier. Things hiding in this shit. Where did I post the quarterly recap? Hold on. March. I'm trying to find where I posted the quarter recap at. February, April. Oh, I probably did at the beginning of April. I'm tripping. I know where I put it. Alright, so we gotta scroll to the beginning of April. There we go. So January went 20 wins, 3 losses. February 19 wins, 3 losses. March 19 wins, 3 losses. Any quarter 150 wins, 9 losses. Gives 87% win rate. Catches 228,452 pips. So after this month's over, we're gonna do the same thing to show how we did quarter 2. We'll still got one more month left for this quarter. So yeah, G is chilling like this. About to see if we can get a retest on US30 right here, and then we're still waiting for gold to either BCR this level or retest this level right here. Got a new 5-minute about to pop up in a little bit. Let's see what price does. SL's a part of the game, drawdown a part of the game. No matter what you do, you're gonna have drawdown at some point. You're gonna have your stop loss hit at some point. Let's see if we can get a retest here though. Let's see our price reacts to this level right here. So we are in this trade right here. We barely missed TP1, and it rejected on us. And we're looking at a retest right here. Let's see what this next 5 minute looks like. So now you see what I'm talking about, right? Because again, if we would have entered right here, we'd have a shittier RR. Price came back to our entry point. Still hasn't retapped this level yet, but even we'll still have entered here. Way better RR. Way better RR right here. Let's see what this next 5 and 15 looks like. If y'all got any questions, drop in the chat. Want to look at any charts, drop in the chat. We have not entered this trade. The only trade we're in right now is GU. We're currently in drawdown on GU. This is the only trade we're in right now. We're not in this gold setup or this US30 setup. This is what US30 is looking like. This is what gold's looking like. So our SL did get hit on GU. It happens. It's a part of the game. Wasn't wrong to go for buys. Just simple lack of volume. There's also a few other things going on. One, the shit we talked about earlier. So y'all was late to the live. Rewind. I would say like 10 minutes into the live. But also, it's a GP holiday. It is what it is. Still up from last week or last month. So it is what it is. Loss is part of the game. So I'm probably not going to take another step to New York session. I'm still going to be on live, though, seeing what these other charts are looking like. And like always, y'all got any questions, drop in the chat, and I got y'all. So far, so good with this playlist. So we might keep this one for now, but we'll have to see. I got some backups just in case. You said, so you're looking for a retest on the level? Yeah, I like to enter off retest. So if you look at any of my trade breakdowns online, I dropped a few in the chat. I always enter off retest. All right, here's a good example, because what would have happened? You would have had a sell limit here and try to go for sell. He would have got messed up, right? You can see here our price retest held this up as resistance. You can see how all these retest here, price maintained it, didn't hit the stop loss, and then ended up pushing down. Alright, so I always want to wait for the retest because it gives you a higher likelihood of it going in your favor. Oops, let me put this right here. So we're going to see the volume picks up going into New York session. But again, we were kind of struggling to break this level. We haven't really broken this level in a few years. That could change this week, but we just need some volume to break that level. So until the price does that, we're just going to let it do its thing right here. Make sure to like the live and subscribe if you have not already, y'all. Appreciate those that like the live. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know you're talking about US30, but I'm talking about in general, every trade I take. That's the thing, all charts work the same way. All charts work the same way. I don't trade US30 any different than I'll trade GU, any different than I'll trade GJ, any different than I'll trade gold. I trade all charts the exact same way, and all charts move and follow the exact same rules. So that's why I was just showing you other examples of scenarios. Because if we backtest US30, we can find scenarios where breakout trading doesn't always work the best. Like right here, for example, here, for example, here, for example, here, for example. All right, so you always want to wait for the BCR. Always want to wait for the BCR. But this is why risk reward is so important too. I haven't made a video. Let me see when the last time I made a video on risk reward. Let me see when was the last time I made a video talking about it. I feel like I did it recently, but time be flying. Let me see, because I might have to make another video. I like to do one at least once a year, every 6 months or so. Well, I guess I got to add that to the list, because I apparently haven't made a risk reward video in a year, so I'm going to add that to the list of videos I'll make today. I'll probably make that tomorrow, or have that posted tomorrow or Thursday. Alright, but if you don't understand risk reward, I'm going to make a video for that, but it's basically what the risk is versus the reward. So like for example, let's go to last week. Right, because we took a few trades during the live last week. So we go to Monday. We took a trade Monday's live stream, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was this GJ setup, right? So we took the setup on Monday during the live stream. This ended up being a 1 to 3, rounded up almost a 1 to 4 RR, which means whatever you would have risked would have made 3 almost 4 times that amount, right? So if you would have risked 1%, you would have made 3 almost 4%. If you would have risked 2%, you would have made 6 almost 8%. If you would have risked $100, you would have made 3 almost $400. You would have risked $1,000, you would have made 3 almost $4,000, right? That's how risk reward works, right? And the reason why you want to have a good risk reward ratio, now again, you don't need these crazy 1 to 10, 1 to 8 RRs like you're seeing on TikTok. Again, that's all for clicks and views, and because they have a shitty win rate, right? The higher your win rate is, the smaller your risk reward can be. Now, I always recommend at least a 1 to 2 RR, but if you have like a 40 is kind of pushing it, but you can have a 50% win rate and still be profitable with a 1 to 2 RR, right? So let's pull out the calculator so we can break this down. So let's use simple numbers. Let's say we're risking $100 per trade, right? So let's say we start off with a $10,000 account. Again, you can use whatever account size. It's the same thing. It's just math. So let's say we take a loss, right? And then we go take another trade that's a win. All you need is a 1 to 2 RR, right? So again, 100 times 2, simple math, 200, right? So we can lose a trade, and all it takes is 1 win to cancel out the loss. You can literally have a 50% win rate and still be profitable. So imagine how much we're up when we were catching these 1 to 3 RRs, these 1 to 2 RRs, these 1 to 4 RRs, right? So even though we took a loss, last week's trades canceled out this loss, right? We're still up deep as shit from not even just last week, but from the month. So that's why risk reward is important, because again, at some point you're going to lose a trade. At some point, price is going to reverse. You can't win every single trade. So that's why you hear it sound like I don't give a fuck, because I really don't. That's just part of the game. Now, if this was me 4 years ago, I would have been pissed off, but it's just part of the game. And like I said, now I look at my P&L, I'm still in profit, so it's like, it's what it is. So yeah, so we're about to see if we can get a retest right here, and then we're looking to see what gold's going to do right here. New 5 minute about to pop up in a little bit. And I talk about that and more in this video right here. I'm about to drop it in the chat. Let me drop it in the chat real quick. Man, I was just saying we wasn't getting no damn ads. Oh well. It was a cool minute before we had an ad. We'll let it slide. Yeah, so make sure to check out the video I just dropped in the comments though. Or the chat, whatever you want to call it. Let's see if we can get a retest here. So we're looking at gold and US30 right here. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok, y'all. Y'all see it scrolling at the bottom of y'all screen. Instagram, playmaker_way, TikTok _playmakerway_. Post daily on both pages. Got some new posts lined up for y'all today as well. Alright, so we're about to see if we're gonna hold this level of support right here. I'm saying I put it in the chat. I guess I never hit the send button. Oh, I didn't hit the send button. There we go. Now it's in the chat. I know some of y'all's probably like, what are you talking about? Now it's in the chat. This is while we wait for retest, y'all. Because with a FOMO, not only would we had a shittier RR, but we took a loss for no reason. So it's like price is kind of chilling right. The only one that went as projected so far is gold, but we missed that setup. Obviously, that played out after I dropped the Sunday chart analysis, but I was asleep. So I didn't take that setup. That's a nasty retest at 1 a.m. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, but I'm probably not gonna take another setup to New York session though. Again, it's a Monday, first Monday of the week. And then we also have a JPY, GBP holiday, CNY holiday. And we're just simply waiting for volume to pick up. So we'll see if some volume kicks in New York session. Let's see how this 15 ends though. And we got another app. We're gonna be on for a little bit longer, y'all. Just gonna see if it breaks this level. You're starting to reject them. G rejected as well. So long as let me see if I can skip this. All right, cool. All right, I'm gonna be back on New York session. So again, with gold, we're either gonna look for price to retest 46.12, or if we can BCR maintain 45.76 as resistance, we could look for sales going down to 45.40. Now US30, we're still looking for buys, but NAS100 and ES made all-time highs, and not only did NAS100 ES make all-time highs, but as we can see here, price is struggling to break through this level of traffic here. We can see here the past few times, this is clearly strong resistance level, so we need to maintain that level as support for the uptrend to continue. Same thing with GU. We're still bullish on GU, but we also was trying to have the downtrend start multiple times last month. So really, it's just like we talked about the Sunday chart analysis. So if y'all did not watch the Sunday chart analysis, make sure to check that out. Got a new video dropping for y'all later on today. And I got some new posts lined up for y'all on Instagram and TikTok. I got to check my schedule. I'll let y'all know, of course, if we do go live today on TikTok. Just have y'all know he's on. I'll send the link out. But shout out to everybody in the live, y'all. Shout out to everybody's been live since the beginning. Shout out to everybody's been live since y'all joined. Looks like gold might try to do something, but I'm about to go make me some tea. Peace, we out. Peace, we out.